Salutations everyone, this is Razor giving you guys an update on Overwatch. We got Ana last week and she's pretty darn fun, I do gotta say, but after a short amount of time, Blizzard decided that, you know what, we're gonna have another update. So it is currently live on PC and will once again become part of a bigger patch on the consoles to buff Ana and nerf McCree once again. Every single patch, McCree's been changed. So let's go over Ana. You know, she's a support character where you have to nail your teammates to get them to heal, and it's rather generous with the hitbox, you know, like Widowmaker. But at the same time, you found yourself firing a lot because not only were you trying to, you know, hit your enemies, but you're also trying to heal your teammates. So if you're going down a large corridor, you're just going to keep holding down that fire button because you're going to either hit an enemy or a teammate, and it's definitely going to help them out. But with that, they felt that Ana was a little bit weak. So her rate of fire has been increased by 20%, and her magazine size increased from 8 to 10. So this will allow her to do much more healing and damage overall. They said that she wasn't as powerful as they wanted her to be. In addition to helping her feel better to play, these changes should also increase your healing and damage output. So, you know, reloads are going to be, you know, less of a trouble because you got that extra 2 shots in your magazine, and the fire rates have increased by 20. So you'll be able to get, you know, a follow-up shot on an enemy. Not only will you get that dot damage debuff on them, but you might get a follow-up shot to hopefully get a kill if they're weak as well, or at the very least make them an easier target for your opponent to finish off. And with that magazine size increase as well as the rate of fire, you'll be able to heal your teammates faster, whether it's one teammate or multiple teammates. So this will definitely help her in every aspect of the character. She definitely doesn't feel incredibly strong. You don't get many kills with her. But the fact that she's that dual threat of, you know, long range offense and defense, and, you know, she's got the trank dart and the bio grenade as well. This just definitely helps out her kit overall. Also noteworthy is that you can no longer instantly recover from Ana's sleep darts after taking damage. There's now a 0.5 second recovery time. So beforehand, if you got tranked and you took damage, you would instantly prop back up. Now with this little bit of recovery time, it'll allow you and your teammates to finish off those kills. Since Ana doesn't do a ton of damage when you hit with a sleep dart and maybe you line up a headshot, unless they're a really squishy character or almost about to die, you typically aren't going to get that kill. But with this half a second recovery time, you might be able to get a second or third shot depending on how you can, you know, take advantage of this fire rate buff. So this will once again help her get more kills, and overall just a bigger help to your entire team. I think Ana is a fun character to play. You know, her ult can definitely change, you know, the tide of the play depending on who you get, and, you know, the trank dart of course can interrupt your opponents when they're doing their ults, or, you know, doing something that could be quite the detriment to your team. But with this larger magazine size and the rate of fire, you'll be able to, I guess, kind of just spray and pray more. I know it's not something you can really do with this sniper rifle unless you're, you know, no-scoping at close range, which can be useful if you really need to heal your teammates. But with these increases to her, is definitely going to make her, I guess, fit the role that she was more intended to be. And as far as, you know, being a healer and being able to put a little bit more damage, because she doesn't do all that much, requires, you know, relies on her teammates to, you know, take advantage of her debuff when she hits an opponent with a sniper rifle. And, you know, this will help her get more kills as well as help your teammates out with that damage output, because of you're gonna be able to shoot more shots and reload less frequently between shots, even though you will be, you know, this magazine increase along with the fire rate increase might not have you reloading less, but it'll just help you be more useful in pretty much all instances. So that's really, really good news. Ana, already a fun character, and this, I think, will make her even more fun, and a better healer, which as a support character you kind of need to be inosymmetric and only apply shields and use turrets and whatnot, but she's got that teleporter. But it'll make her be more supportive. McCree, he's getting a couple of changes. So the primary fire is getting another change. The damage fall off range is being decreased by 10 meters. So that means the damage will fall off over range sooner at a closer range. So you'll do less damage at further ranges as a whole. The damage fall off amount is unchanged, but the decrease will start at a closer range, because he can be kind of ridiculous. He can two-shot people at a pretty decent range, as you can see. But his effective range is still higher than it was at launch. So while he is being nerfed, he still has that buff from the last patch that introduced Ana. And as a whole, he's still stronger than he was a couple of patches ago. Also, his alternate fire rate of fire increase is being buffed by 15%. So this will not allow him to do more damage, but be able to hit and kill those squishy opponents. So the flashbang recovery time, i.e. the amount of time before McCree can fire again, has been decreased from 0.5 seconds to 0.35 seconds. So that means there's a smaller amount of time from throwing the flashbang to being able to fire. And the rate of fire on the fan hammer has been increased. So you're going to be killing your targets more often if you're only shooting at one in particular target. So the latest range increase helped him quite a bit, but he felt a bit too much in the right hands, and this change weakens his long range damage somewhat, but still keeps him stronger than he was in recent past. And the other change combines to allow him to land more alternate fire shots on target that he has hit with the flashbang. So anyways, those are just the two changes. Buffs to Ana, buff and nerf to McCree, depending on the situation. So it's nice that they're churning out these updates rather frequently, and I've loved the changes that they've made thus far, balance-wise, to McCree, to Diva, to Zenyatta, and making Ana stronger is definitely very nice. So can't wait for this patch to hit the console. We'll take a look at it then.